What's up guys, Andrew from SilverCityReef, back with a quick video. I know there are a ton of videos already on how to glue PVC and do plumbing, but I thought I would just take a quick minute since I have to make a new piece because one of the pieces I did actually leaks. It was actually one of the first pieces and it leaks right here, so I just picked up all new pieces. Luckily I used unions and threaded PVC fittings, but basically what happened was I was using glue that I had bought probably 7 months ago when I originally set everything up, and it was a little chunky, so I think it just didn't seal like it should. Anyway, I'm just going to try to keep this quick, but use good glue. If it looks chunky or you think it's a little too old, just replace it. It's cheap enough. It's like $5. Now I'm doing this inside just because it's one quick piece, but I do not recommend you do this. Take it outside. The smell of the primer alone is probably enough to get you high. But with that being said, make sure everything is measured correctly, and remember that just because it fits dry, doesn't mean that that's where it's going to sit once you put the glue on it. Most of the time it actually slides in at least a 1/4 inch more. It depends, like basically how tight everything is, but I mean, you can see this goes back probably a good inch, so you got to figure an inch is coming off on both sides. That's going to leave just a little bit here, which in this case is all I need, but obviously when you dry fit, that's not going in a full inch. So to actually do the gluing is really not hard at all. Take the primer, keep in mind how far in you are going to go, and just coat both sides. Then take the cement. Now I usually wipe a good amount off on the side before actually putting it on, but again, same thing. Just go all the way around. If it's your first time, I would honestly say it's better to use more than not enough. You can always wipe it off what oozes out after, but if it leaks, that's it. Now, when you put them together, you have to do this all pretty quick, but push and just spin a little bit and then hold them together. I usually go for at least 20-30 seconds. If you don't, the two pieces will actually push apart. Now at this point it is in there. You can clean this up if you'd like, and we'll go ahead and put the union on. Again, same thing. Good coat of primer. Make sure we put this on the right side. Okay. Now We're going to take a second to close this up because that is really strong. Now the glue. Remember, glue on both sides. What the primer does is actually soften the pipe. So then spin. And hold together. When you spin it, it actually makes sure the glue spreads throughout the entire piece and will help get you a better seal. And after about 10-15 seconds, you can see that's already dried and tight. So that's it. We're just going to let this dry. Now we're not going to be using this half of the union because we're just going to disconnect it at the one that's in there and just screw this piece on. This is why when everyone says use unions and lots of unions, again, this is why. So honestly, I didn't use many when I did it originally, and I wish I used more. And even this time I used a bunch, and I still wish I used more. Like almost every elbow, fitting, joint, even some of the straight pieces. The more unions, the better. Anyway, that's it. Hopefully this video helps and you feel more comfortable tackling your plumbing project. Alright guys, real quick, I forgot to mention, do not use this plumbing. Do not install this plumbing for at least 24 hours. I usually prefer to wait about 48. That way it can fully dry, fully air out, and fully set before it ever touches water.